Dead Space Remake. Here we go again, huh? Alright, so first off, happy 14 years Dead Space, and secondly, I'm quite happy that we finally got some level 1 shots. I mean, not from the Dead Space live stream, but from ING, GameStop, Games Radar, and other content creators. But oh my god, that fucking made my day, like literally. Oh, mwah. Alright, so how's it going, everyone? My name is Hideous, and welcome back to another Dead Space Remake video, in which, honestly, I have to admit, this was a huge surprise that the live stream came out literally on October 14. Like, I have to admit, it never came on my mind that they are going to release it literally on the release date that Dead Space had in 2008. So look, you can call me whatever you want, fake heretic, well, fake fan, heretic, for never ever thinking about it. So yeah, go for it. I fucking deserve it. Okay, so there are a lot of videos that came out recently, so I'm not going to make a comparison video shows because there are already some that were released by GameStop, Game Raiders. I'm waiting for the ING, so probably by the date that I'm going to release this video, ING will already have a comparison video up. But for now, most of the important details that will be pointed out will be mostly from GameStop, Game Radar, and from other YouTube channels. So yeah, at least regarding those comparison videos, I don't know, it's just mind-blowing. Like, the editing team did a fantastic job and even went one more step ahead and compared as well the enemy counters in their respective areas. So 11 out of 10. Okay, so yeah, like I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of stuff and details that we need to talk about, and all those details are spread into these different videos, like from the Motive series live stream, ING, GameStop, AT Allies, Game Radar. Oh Jesus, there are so many of them, but don't worry, I'm going to put their links in the video description so you can check out the videos by yourself. So you're going to have that covered. Okay, so I'll be starting off right away with extended footage from the Motive Studio, but before I get into the analysis process, I have to address out some concern that some of the community, the Dead Space community, had regarding the Isaac's animation, the stuttering on some moments, and some other things that were shown during the latest live stream, as well as the video footages and discussions from numerous YouTube channels. And well, I think it would be better for me just to highlight MrRoflWaffles video, like the exact moment that he talks about this, as he was one of the invited persons to test out the demo. So yeah, I'm just gonna highlight it right now.
Now, you've probably been watching this gameplay and wondering why the hell it's stuttering so much, and why Isaac's head in certain areas is like glued to his shoulder and the animations are a bit janky. And those are all things that the devs are well aware of, and some of them they've actually already fixed. It's just that the build that we were playing on was backdated from a little while ago, and so it wasn't 100% stable for us to be playing at the preview event.
So yeah, if you want to watch the rest of the video, I'm gonna put the link in the video description so you can see it for yourself. But mainly, the main issue regarding what you've seen so far from Dead Space livestream and from other YouTube channels is because the build that they were using was an older one, and we don't know precisely how many months that build is old. But yeah, by today, I think they already fixed most of the issues that were already addressed. And as MrRoflWaffles said, they were aware of that. But yeah, let's continue. So it seems that Dead Space Remake will be somewhat of an open world type game in which we can revisit the decks at any time that we want, either using the tram or flying, walking through, well, our way there. But yeah, don't expect to do that without any type of danger looking around, you know? Like, with the director that they created to make, how say, your experience not that safe. Like, it did remind me of the Valve's version for the Left 4 Dead 2, in which, regarding of the situation, if you are safe, if nothing happens, the director will just decide to make the situation a little more interesting for you and making the game a little more alive, like with the enemies, the situation of the ship that's currently on. Like, you can expect at any moment that the lights might go off, Necrons coming at you, or probably the gravity will just go off. There are a lot of possibilities, and motive, I applaud you for adding this type of AI to decide, well, to enrich your experience aboard the Yuji Shimura. But yeah, for example, like in this case, they also changed the system for the chapters. Like, for instance, in this one, after you finish the chapter 2, like after you get the captain's rig, normally in the original we'll go to the tram and reach and wrap chapter 3 using the tram. But in this case, you need to go back into the flight deck and wait for the Hammond to open up the how to call it, the hangar doors. And then Isaac will need to activate his G gravity boots and fly its way into the deck. But yeah, probably the reason why you can't go straight into engineering deck after chapter 2 with the tram might be because you don't have the required security level or access level, which could be plausible in a way. But there also could be the possibility that probably in some part of the tram railroad might be obstructed by damaged trams or even corruption. I'll bet my coins on the corruption, like just like in that clip that we've seen in the trailer. That didn't seem to be from the chapter 6, if not some section of the tram railroad. It seems that the plasma cutter isn't the only weapon that you can craft or find out throughout the game, so pulse rifle and flamethrower gets the same treatment, but being found out by either characters that are moments away from dying or already being dead. So you can see after finishing the chapter 1, when you reach the chapter 2, you can find this dying soldier holding the pulse rifle that she did her best to slay the Necromorphs. But let's be honest, there are no happy endings in the Dead Space universe, basically. And with the flamethrower, you find it out in the infested areas, where it's basically the area before reaching the engines room. So you find out the flamethrower being held by one dead engineer, in which it seems that he is or she is wearing the level 1 suit or the level 2 suit. So in a way, in this aspect, I love that regarding your rank, if you're a soldier or an engineer, everyone has the same suit. So it's not like in the original that Isaac's suit, like, props to Body Counter for telling me this little detail, that the level 1 suit doesn't have the ID patch, like making the others aware that you are Isaac Clarke, that you're somewhat special, so we'll say. No, like, you have the normal level 1 suit, and our characters might have it as well, so you don't have like any detail that makes you unique to the other characters. So I did like that aspect, making it like more realistic regarding the CC personnel. Like, you're just a number for them, you know. You have a job, if you die, you die. The company won't care about you, only your friends and family. So yeah, they'll probably just reuse the suit for another person, who knows, as the greedy company that they are, and also that they have unitology ranks inside the top members. God damn it, Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, so I'm gonna go straight into another important point that I found out throughout this whole videos, and this is about the bench system in the remake. So yeah, I kinda noticed that mostly on the plasma cutter and pulse rifle upgrade panels, that when you try to upgrade them for the first time, you see that you only have a section available to upgrade, so it's not like in the original that you have the whole path unlocked. And regardless of the powerness that you have, you can just straight away upgrade your weapon in the first chapter or at the first bench that you reach. But not in this case. So you do need to find out some upgrades parts for your weapons, suit, utilities, tools such as the kinesis, stasis. So yeah, it does add more into the value of the security level system. So say like maybe any of those locked rooms might have a upgrade part for your weapon, for your suit, etc. So it does make more hard in a way and more interesting, and making you like how to say it, like you are forced, if you want to have the weapon that you want to use throughout the whole game, upgrade it, you do need to do some backtrack and unlock those doors, and hopefully that you're lucky to find the respective power upgrade parts for your weapon. So yeah, I'm gonna highlight some of those parts, and also not only that, but apart from unlocking the upgrades path, but yeah, it's a double win situation, because apart from the upgrade, you also got an additional power node to upgrade whatever you want. Also, at the same time, I did notice that at least from the plasma cutter and the pulse rifle, is that they have three square elements, in which those are the special perks. So yeah, in a way they did took the special perk from Dead Space 2 and in a way as well Dead Space 3, but instead of being just one, you have three. So for the plasma cutter, for instance, you have the fire. The second one that I found out might be the magazine clip, I don't know. And the third one I haven't found it so far. And with the pulse rifle, apart that the alt fire is the grenade launcher. Alright, correction, it's not a grenade launcher, if not a mine launcher. So it's basically shoots proximity mines that in a way works like the detonator, but instead having the lines, it seems that it might have like a proximity area regarding the enemy if they are nearby the area, and then it detonates. Interesting. Apart from the addition of the intensity director, making the things a little more interesting for us, and the huge change of the bench system, we also got presented with a new type of puzzle in which we can decide where do we want to reroute the power of some essential stuff such as lights, life support, or current power of respective door rooms. But regardless of the choice that we make, I do highly believe that the intensity director will have a significant role here in changing the current situation and making us pay and suffer for our foolish decision to, I don't know, cut out the lights or life support. Who knows? But not only that, we also seen a drastic change into the video logs that in the original we will normally find out throughout the game. In this case, when you activate them, it will be shown as a holographic, like seeing in a 3D perspective the actions of certain characters. Like for instance, in this footage that we got, we had seen how it will work on the Nicole's report logs also in chapter 2, and also the conversation that Dr. Kine had with Captain Matthias regarding the current situation with the marker and the whole dimension thing affecting the colony and possibly as well some members of the ship. I don't know, but yeah, it could be possible that some of you might consider it as a copy from the Callisto Protocol, but I will disagree, because this system has already been used in other games such as Dune 2016 and also the Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a PlayStation exclusive game that I think it came out in 2016, 2017. Not sure, but yeah, the fact that you call it like, oh, it's copying from Callisto Protocol, is not solid. Another noticeable change that I found out is that most, if not all, of the original characters have different voice actors with different likeness. Personally, I really dig the new voice actor for Hammond, and honestly, there isn't that much difference from Peter Manson's performance. Like, seriously, they both sound very alike. But yeah, in addition to this, I also like this new Hammond, like, acting more human and concerned about this current situation compared to the strong-headed soldier mentality of the 2008 variant. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like both of them, and so far we haven't seen that much of Hammond yet. Like, we only got a glimpse of Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, so there's still a lot until Chapter 9, so it remains to be seen. Okay, so it does seem that the voice actor for Jacob Temple might be the same one, but yeah, I do have some concerns about the story writing on the, like this, on the audio logs aspect when you found out throughout the game. Like, one strong example would be the writing of these audio logs of Temple in the remake, in which I'm going to compare both versions of the, well, both versions with the audio logs from 2008 version, in which I believe might be similar to the ones that are in the remake, but yeah, I'm just gonna play these audio logs and leave it to you to decide.
Engineering logs, Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple reporting. Christ, I still can't believe the chief is gone. It's all falling apart. Since the captain died, everyone down here is on their last nerve. We thought the rioting was the worst of it, until those things came through the vents. Faces. Fuck, those were my lunch buddies, Liz's friends, old boyfriend. And out of nowhere, the engines are screwed.
Personal log. Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. It's been 2 days since they pulled that planet open, since the captain died. The panic, the riots, they were nothing compared with what came after. Our friends, our co-workers, started coming back. Changed, coming back to kill us, drag us away. Rucker disappeared this morning, and I have to assume he's dead. My crew, they're starting to crack. I'm trying to keep an eye on them, but right now I have bigger problems. We're hemorrhaging fuel, and the primary engine is laboring. Danvers and I are going to try to reach the fuel depot to see if we can fix it. Temple out.
Last valve done, Chief. Progress report filed by Jacob Temple. The engine problems aren't a malfunction. Someone shut off the fuel lines to the primary engine and damaged the valves to hell and back. We just wasted an hour fixing them. Now we need to restart the south refueling station, but some jackass turned off the power and locked up the circuit breaker. No engines? We're gonna hit planetfall soon. What now? There's gotta be someone around here hiding spare access cargo. Would you hear that? Danvers, go! Never should have let him live. Never should have let him live.
Shut it, Danvers. Shut it. Engineering log. Temple reporting. Someone has shut off the fuel lines to the primary engine and damaged the valves in the process. They need to be repaired before I can reopen them, but we're running out of time. With the engine offline, orbit decay will begin in less than 10 hours. I just can't understand who would do this. If it's one of those crazy unitologist bastards, I'll break their neck.
Henderson said they were coming. We never should have let him live.
Shut up, Danvers! Help me with the tools. Temple out.
Engineering log. My last log. Temple's reporting. I can't raise anyone on Ripley. I think my team is gone. I found the kinesis module that someone used to bust the sentry switch. Burned out. Who would sabotage the Ishimura at a time like this? I'll report to the bridge. If anyone's left. And then I'm finding Elizabeth and getting us the hell off this ship.
This is Temple. Screw the engine. I can't restart it by myself, and with all the other shit going on, it's obvious this is sabotage. I'm heading for the bridge, and then I need to find Elizabeth. I gotta get her off this ship. It's not safe.
These audio logs of Jacob Temple are part of the old build, so there could be a possibility that this could be reworked for the final version, although the second and third ones were decent compared to the first one. Like, my concern were like triggered, so to say, because of the first one. I mean, in a way, the same thing happened on Dead Space 3, where some of the audio logs from the alpha build were different from the final version ones, in which on that aspect, some of the unfinished audio logs were better compared to what we got. So, Yeah.
Oh shit, holy shit!
What is it? What's going on?
I just got jumped by what's left of the crew.
What? No one could have survived out here for that long. They didn't survive. They got turned into those things. What? Okay, what do we do?
You keep your weapon ready, and you stay the hell away from the ventilation ducts. If they get close, shoot for the limbs. You got that? I said you got that!
Yeah, okay. All right.
Did you just call me to make noise, or do you have a point?
My point is we're getting this shuttle and we're getting the hell out of here. You got that?
We'll see.
You made us come down here. You encouraged her. Now look where we are. Between Danik shooting at us, whatever the fuck that was, what chance have we got?
You betrayed us!
No, I tried to save us. You are the real problem here, Clark. But not anymore.
Captain!
Stand down, Sergeant. You piece of shit, it's all your fucking fault. She doesn't love you. Oh.
But well, so far Kendra and Hammond's interaction with Isaac are okay, but remains to be seen with the video logs, audio logs that we will encounter throughout the game, and also the interaction that Isaac will have with Dr. Mercer, Dr. Kine, and other characters. I think in great part I'm done with the important aspects, so now it's time to talk about the new combat ways that Motive added into the remake. So apart from the special perks on the weapons, they've also implemented the TK impalement and the stasis canisters from Dead Space 2 and 3, in which the TK system is basically the same as the Dead Space 1 and 3, but on some moments I think, I believe that I had that thing that maybe could have some sort of aim assist and going directly into the target instead of the conventional aim and launch, but who knows, maybe that's just a bug that was present in the old build and by now it's already fixed. But yeah, it would be kind of weird to have aim assist at TK and stuff at the Necromorphs, in a way. Also, the stasis canister is totally different, like instead of just stasising all the enemies in the specific area, what it does is literally creating like a bubble area where it stasises the enemies that gets inside this bubble, so to say. So if those canisters are inside the USM Valor, well, I think it's safe to say that the Twitchers will have quite a bad day, don't you think? But well, other than that, regarding the new Necromorph redesigns, we got presented the Pregnant, in which if you shoot at the stomach, it seems that it would explode and release the Swarmer, so I would recommend being close to it when it does the explosion animation, so to say. Also, we got a glimpse at the Swarmers, the Infant Guardians, so to say, and well, what else is meant to be said? Like, I don't know, the stasis module having 3 shots as default instead of 4. Not sure about the duration of the non-upgraded stasis shot, but yeah, I think I'm quite done with pointing out anything that's unique to be discussed upon. So yeah, I'm gonna go into my final thoughts about all this new footage that we got. So despite this not being the current build up to the date that the media and the special guests played on, in which by now most of the addressed issues are probably by now fixed, it was quite entertaining seeing the new addition and changes in comparison to the 2008 version. Personally, I do have my doubts on the storytelling element, in which I hope they will improve it and make it more enriched, so to say, like in the Dead Space 2008 version. And regarding the voice actors for the side characters, what can I say? I really dig their performance, especially Hammond's and Nicole's voice actors' performance. I'm happy that some medias and YouTubers only use the level 1 suit so I could see the design, in which the suit itself does look good, but regarding the helmets, yeah. Personally, I'm more in love with the 2008 variant. Like, you can see that it has a unique design, and at the same time, comparing the two suits, the level 1 suit from 2008 variant is way more gorgeous, so to say. Only because of the helmet, and also that before I stated about the patch that it doesn't have it present, making it like you're just a normal engineer, that just a number for the CEC company. But yeah, so time to wrap this up, shall we? Well, that will be all for today's video, so I'm eager to see your thoughts, so leave them in the comment section about this new Dead Space Remake details, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. So, my name is Helios, peace out, and take care.